And we're on the air. Hey, and welcome to Microphones of Madness presents Monday Night Heroes, where we are on session 14 of Masks of Nyarlathotep.
14? Wow.
14, I know.
So many.
Does it feel like 14?
I know, it feels like just yesterday. Considering that I've been frantically putting everything up on the podcast, so it literally does seem just like yesterday.
I mean, I listened to them too this weekend, but even before that, it doesn't feel like it's been 14.
Well,
Long job done to you, bro.
I'm going to guess that means everybody's enjoying themselves.
Indeed, sir.
Definitely.
So, just to briefly recap what went on last week. The guys, they went to the Penhew Foundation and found a secret room and saw a bunch of occult stuff down there, fought a couple of mummies, and then burned it to the ground.
The tentacles.
Well, they burned it.
The tentacles.
To the ground is yet
Mummies. Mummies. That wasn't natural. That was their not right.
So,
Is that what those things on the ground were?
being so distraught over the realization that all is not what it seems in the material world, and the fact that his brother went batshit crazy, George Jefferson Randolph decided, yes, I know, George Jefferson,
Yeah.
decides to find comfort in the arms of a floozy.
A lady of the evening.
And where else to find said floozies but at the Blue Pyramid? Ah.
I hear there's some women of delicious goodness.
The nightclub where people have been disappearing from.
You don't know nothing about that, though.
No, he doesn't. He just went there to find a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, even though the desk clerk was like, hey, ain't a good part of town.
Well, I certainly had an interesting night last time I went.
You sure did. You brought that interesting night to my room.
Yeah. So we'll just pick it up there. First things first. We do have a headline in the news. So while you guys are waking up, you read the following headline. Fire threatens the Penhew Foundation. Early this morning, a fire broke out at that notable bastion of Egyptian archaeology. Fortunately, London's crack team of firefighters arrived on the scene in time and were able to contain the fire for minimal damage. The offices and much of the ground floor suffered damage, with loss of many of their financial and archaeological records perishing in the flames. The top story and her priceless collection of antiquities was spared the wrath of the inferno. But the mystery of the fire was overshadowed by the revelation of a secret room adjoining the cellar where evidence of treasonous activity was found. Foundation head Sir Edward Gavigan, whereabouts unknown, is wanted for questioning in connection to the activities contrary to the interests of the Crown. On an unrelated note, a mysterious rash of fire escape vandalism has been seen in the same area.
What could it mean?
I've only destroyed one fire escape in London.
So, looks like the building did not completely go up in flames, leaving enough evidence behind to have Gavigan wanted for questioning.
Well, there you go.
How fortunate.
My plan worked perfectly.
That was not your plan, don't front.
Actually, that was part of the plan. That was the part I didn't tell you.
No, that was the part you didn't know about till it happened.
I knew that when we started committing a crime, that the police would go in there.
True, you did, but you were planning on the whole building burning to the ground.
Well, I was hoping for the whole building burning to the ground. But I take what I get.
You're also not planning on that fire escape falling apart on the way.
Remind me not to use the fire escape on the building I actually set on fire. Next time.
Actually, maybe you should
I
just
will remind you, sweet
fire
cheeks.
escapes at all.
So while this banter is going on, you realize that John's brother, George, is not around. I wonder what could have happened to him. Let us go
Thank
back.
God for that.
Let us go back in time a few hours to George's arrival at the Blue Pyramid.
Let's see. Let's do the old national anthem, which I cannot remember how it goes at the moment.
So you come into a very posh nightclub that is very heavy in Egyptian decor.
Egyptian.
You've got the fake, the fake bas relief, the glassware is blue to represent the Blue Nile, that, cheesy stuff. You've got animal-headed deities adorning the walls, along with hieroglyphics and cartouches, and the whole thing has a very, very ancient Egyptian feel.
But I never left the office.
But you do notice that a lot of the patrons are indeed of Middle Eastern extraction, including some very, very comely young women who are participating in belly dancing activities.
Yes, indeed. Just like the office. Just like the office, indeed.
Wow.
Kind of office you got going on.
You are shown.
That is not a stripper pole in the corner, sir. That is not a stripper pole. That is
Okay,
simply a
you're
hat
not there,
rack that has no
Lucy.
hangers on it.
You're not there.
Like it's I've a couple of your finest tea, please, and
Tea.
get me a seat right next to that. Not the number over there.
You're shown to a fine seat next to that nice little number over there. She is wiggling and waggling.
Now what's I roll for the old charm roll? Put the old Randolph charm up there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would roll your Randolph persuade roll at a -30 because you are Randolph.
Yes, but I do speak Arabic. I do speak the old Arabic.
That's true. That's true. And what are you saying to the homely young lass in Arabic?
My dear, you are a treasure as fine as the old Nile itself.
Oh, okay. If this were a comic book, it'd be in parentheses. There'd be an asterisk, and it would say translated from the Arabic.
Pretty much.
Smile and stand.
Right. So right now, we're talking in Arabic.
Yep. That rolls. Let's see. My persuade is let's see.
What's your Arabic?
66.
You can actually, because you're fluent in the language, you can give me a 20% bonus on that.
Oh, I totally make that. I rolled a 40 out of 75.
Oh,
I am yours, Jefferson Randolph, after all.
well, she edges a little closer, sits down with you, gives you a few tee-hee-hee-hees. Said, normally we're not allowed to drink with the patrons. Oh, but sir, you must be so lonely, so far away. Where's that accent from?
It's from the fine land of Virginia.
Well,
Good-
for someone
good
who is
one.
not a native speaker, you speak Arabic very well.
Well,
Where did you learn?
Well, I have a lot of business connections in your home country, Egypt. Oh man.
Really?
Yep. Know a lot of men that's cotton and the government business.
Oh.
One part of the job.
Oh my.
But enough about my thing. Why don't you tell me a bit about yourself there?
Well, it certainly sounds like you can use a couple of drinks and maybe me and my friends and you could go somewhere and have a really good time.
Ah, yes, we could. Tell me there. You ever had a Virginia toothpick? Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what a Virginia toothpick was.
Don't worry, baby. This night goes, this night goes all right. You'll know that. Few other terms. Yeah.
No, I really want to know what the Virginia toothpick is.
Well, you see, it all starts in looking at a man all right and realizing that there's a whole lot of timber where the sun don't shine. You know what I mean? And well, you gotta take that timber in and pick away
My, that is so fascinating. I'll tell you what. Give me 2 seconds. I will get some of my girlfriends. We have some private rooms in the back. I think you and me and them and a little bit of champagne and we can have a good time.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
Somebody's going whale hunting.
Yeah. Ah, yes, I've got a.
Sorry, we all hate you, George.
She gets up, goes to the back, and a few minutes later, another woman comes out and motions to you, well, right this way.
I do declare, this shall turn out to be a good night indeed. No, John, at least you got me something good this time.
Okay, well, you walk into the back room.
Taking away the goodness. Damn.
As you start to party with the honeys, you start to feel a little bit more groggy. At first, it seems like it's just a drink, but eventually, you're gonna have to give me a con times 3 roll.
Ah, heck!
Sometimes you take a con check.
Like the second time that's happened to me. Ah, heck.
Yeah, I thought
John does not.
George was a teetotaler.
George is a teetotaler. He is such a teetotaler.
Well, I mean, it's the tea, isn't it?
It's totally the
Simply
tea.
there
He
for
is
years around.
drinking tea. He wasn't drinking booze. He was drinking tea.
And I ate. I have failed my con roll. Random con.
You start to feel a little lightheaded, and you're thinking, oh, wow. And a couple of the girls start to press up against you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's there are going to be a lot of giggles tonight.
Yeah.
And it's all going great.
Timber.
When you wake up,
What? When did I pass out? What?
the back of your head smarts.
Damn.
You are in a darkened room, and you can feel it's very damp. There's bars around you, and it smells really, really bad.
Oh, God. Done with this. God, you lousy. I'm an idiot.
But we'll come back to George soon.
I'm gonna like soon.
Okay, meanwhile, back at the hotel.
I didn't even get a sense danger check for that.
No. You were
You're
toast.
preoccupied with the boobs.
You were toast the minute you decided to separate from the party.
Oh, God. Oh.
You are a damsel in distress now.
This is horror, baby. Every time somebody goes for that adulterous sex, this happens.
Speaking of,
My wife is dead. It ain't adultery. It's grieving.
wait, you were married?
Yeah, my daughter actually.
Adultery, capitalist adultery. You just paid for it.
Well, I mean, he just bought them champagne and.
Yeah, I use the old Randolph
The
jar.
good news is you still have your
Randolph jar.
Randolph got himself charmed right into a hole.
You saw your kidney. There's no bathtub full of ice, so I mean, you got that going for you.
Yeah, you just take a chill pill.
Meanwhile,
You did. I see it.
Murder my brother.
Your brother was the one made you go to that pyramid.
Meanwhile, what's happening?
over at the hotel, the rest of the party has gathered at breakfast.
Prince Born will have eggs. 8 eggs.
Let's see. River will have bacon and sausage and an omelet. Because protein.
Cause protein.
Protein is its own reason, man.
How do you think she got so big?
That's right.
Tiger Mendel says jeans.
I was gonna say bench press and people ain't paid up, but that's beside the point.
That is. So your various and sundry breakfasts arrive, and you do notice that George seems to be missing.
It's a pink duck.
Doesn't it seem awfully
Do
quiet?
you really notice that George is missing?
You do, because it does seem awfully quiet. There's a foghorn leghorn factor that is strangely absent.
I say, boy. I say, son. I say, boy. Now listen here.
It's
I
actually
see nothing wrong. I see nothing wrong with the morning. I'm actually in a much better mood than I was like for the last week.
We know.
So I sip my coffee, read the paper, and smoke my cigarette.
River does the same.
Except for the cigarette.
Yeah. River doesn't smoke.
Good for your health.
Well, as you guys are settling in,
We notice he's missing. Where is he?
the night guy comes in to get his cup of coffee on his way out from his shift, and he looks over at you guys and he says, "Oh, didn't you guys have a friend with you? I guess he never made it back, huh?"
Friend is such a loose term.
So where is he? Is what I ask.
Well, I don't know where he is, but I know where he went. He went over to the Blue Pyramid. He was
Why
looking
the
for.
hell would he go there?
Well, he was looking for some easy women. So I sent him over to where the foreigners hang out.
River rolls her eyes and takes a bite of sausage.
Come here, boy.
Sorry.
I don't like that he's missing.
Watch what you're saying about people. Now you ain't getting no tip. Now get out of here.
Damn. I don't forget tipping England.
You don't. And he looks at you sideways and goes, "Okay, well, see you later, dude."
Did he just call me dude?
He did.
What does dude mean?
I don't know, but I don't think it was a good thing in 1927.
He read it in a.
Was it even a thing in
He read it
1927?
in
Exactly.
It's an old
Robert
term
E.
dating
Howard book.
It's actually an old term dating back to like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Really?
It's basically a very, if I remember correctly, a very stupid and low-witted person.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
Biden's words.
Yeah, it's not a kind thing.
You know,
to say.
actually, it makes more sense that we say it now.
It does. Son of a gun. I'm gonna remember that. See, ladies and gentlemen, we are now the educational channel.
That's right.
The more you know. Boom, boom, boom.
Philology by Wes.
Etymology: the Adam Scott Clancy via Wesley words.
So do you guys think they nabbed him?
I don't care whatever happened to him, honestly.
Well, if they nabbed him, then they could get us.
Well, the Blue Pyramid is where Mr. Saeed likes to hang out, and he is the man at the head of the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh.
So should we start assuming that they know that that they know where we are, and that they know that we raided their Penfew Foundation?
Not necessarily, considering that he was the one that was stupid enough to go there in the first place. But then again, we've known the man for a day.
If
Well,
he's stupid enough to get
this
nabbed
what
in a
I know.
whorehouse, he's probably going to talk.
Well, why do you
What's he
think?
know, honestly?
That's what we need to find out. What does he know?
I mean,
He hasn't really seen very much.
no, but he does know that
One day
they
it's been
ran that
witnessed.
Penfew Foundation. But I mean, I don't really think they don't know that was us to begin with.
But he has seen me without my face.
Now, well, I could care less what happens to the Randolphs. We did sort of make a certain promise to a certain young woman.
Well, we made a promise to that young woman to kick the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh's ass.
I mean, you made a promise to the young woman, and I agreed to it.
Well, you know.
Really got to stop doing that.
Well, first off, we have to make sure we are certain that Mr. Randolph hasn't just ran off on some kind of bender or is to Las Vegas or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Las Vegas was
It's
a
not
destination.
Las Vegas.
It was not.
Rodney's fallen out with quite a
It was
few
built during this time.
I've been hitting the head quite a few times. I see things
fire
funny.
escapes. I really don't think he can think straight anymore.
Mississippi City, St. Louis. Oh, those are happening places. New Orleans even.
Kent.
He's seeing into the future.
Bath.
That did
I'm
not
Birmingham.
I mean, for all we know, he could have swum by to see his brother.
Well,
Well, we can call up there and find out.
We could. While y'all do that, I'm gonna go right. See you later. We just leave the table.
oh, fine.
Oh,
fine.
that's what's gonna kill her.
Don't phone call them because it's easy for people to lie. It's harder for people to lie to your face. So, River, let's go pay a visit to the Blue Pyramid.
Oh wait! Y'all actually going to the Blue Pyramid now?
Why not?
Fair enough.
I'm just a young gambler in town for a good time.
What would the dear doctor like to do?
Our dear doctor.
Nick?
Tapping Nick on his forehead. Wake up.
I'm still waking up, apparently. I haven't had my coffee.
He's got severe jet lag.
Do we want to go to the Blue Pyramid right now and see if our friend is there, or do we want to do something else? We haven't decided anything else yet.
Well, The only other thing I can think of is
I mean, he doesn't touch the drink, so he's probably not in the drunk tank. Or he said he doesn't drink.
Well, if somebody wants to talk to Barrington,
Choices, because out of character, Lucy could really care less what happens to him.
No, I know. Lucy, why don't you give me Lucy and Julian can give me idea rolls.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a 46 out of 60.
All right. You seem to remember your friend from the Blue Pyramid had talked about how the people who disappear, something about trucks going on the full moon, leaving town.
New moon.
New moon, sorry, leaving town.
Yeah.
And you believe the new moon would be this evening.
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
True. I suppose I gotta talk to Mr. Barrington, since I doubt you want to do it, especially this time of day.
It is a bit early for me.
River shoves an entire sausage into her mouth.
That is impressive.
Oh, George was there. He was so into that.
If George was here.
Give me a Constitution roll to see if you gag.
Those are blood sausages.
Oh!
Those are blood sausages.
Maybe Jamal should make a luck roll to see if she does it.
Okay, fine. She just takes off the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Wow.
Just the tip.
It's like an evangelical.
Well, you got some
investigating the blue pyramid at this time of day. I mean,
Well,
Well, you know the lowlights come out at night, so during the day it's likely to be quieter.
True, and if some of us do go talk to the police, at least, you know, I know a person that might be interested in helping. That's more bodies to help us out should something go wrong.
well,
Because things seem to go wrong when we get involved in things.
We can't disagree with that.
so
And honestly, we don't know how many people there are. Well, I'm willing to go to the police because the police, like, I'm somebody that they know is connected to you. So, at least Barrington knows is connected to you.
And if you
That's how
hurry,
we're
you
playing,
might
Lucy.
be able to catch him before it gets off.
Exactly.
And then, we're going in politely, correct?
That's the only way I do things, sugar.
Well, you're going to the police politely, but when we go into the Blue Pyramid, do we go in politely? Or do we go in aggressively?
Well, I wasn't planning on going in at all. I was going to go look around in the back.
Because, you know, Julian
Oh.
never does anything nice and easy.
Well, I'll go look in the back with you.
Okay, yeah, because I just want to check around and, you know, see if we can confirm that George has been taken.
Okay.
They can have John, too, for all I care.
And then
Okay.
if we see it, we're going to definitely go in tonight during the new moon.
Now, dear doctor, would you like to accompany me to the police station?
sure. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well,
Okay.
fancy
Well,
pants, I hope
They
you got
would
that
definitely
pink sticker
have
with
opportunity to get stabbed.
Okay, so we have Lucy and Jamal are going to the police station.
Mhm.
The rest of you are going to the Blue Pyramid.
That's what it looks like.
My God, we probably could go in there with force.
Okay. We're going to pause that. We're going to go back to the dimly lit cell that George finds himself in. George,
Completely gave
God, you are the calmest person in the tub of ice.
Yes. Yes.
George, your predicament has somewhat soured your experiences as you wonder what your brother has gotten himself into.
Indeed.
You
Indeed.
fall. You still feel groggy from the activities of the night before, which you barely remember, and you fade in and out of consciousness. You can't tell because you find yourself in a state that is sort of like a delirium, a fever dream. And during part of this, you find yourself in a chamber hewn out of sandstone and granite. In the center of this chamber, there is a huge throne. The decor is obviously ancient Egyptian. On the throne, backlit, sits a very tall man. Jet black. His eyes look like burning coals. He looks at you and he says, very reasonably, George Jefferson Randolph.
I'm at a disadvantage. It's not like
I have everyone at a disadvantage. You seem to find yourself in quite the predicament.
I made my life a brother. I got my. Every time I help my brother.
Your brother seems to be quite the liability on your political aspirations.
Indeed. Finally, someone who understands.
What
Do what
if I told you that I can help you out?
I
What if I told you that we can get John out of the custody of the crown, turn him over to you, perfectly sane, willing to repent and give himself over to the life that you need him to live?
Finally. Yeah, finally, a sober John. Finally, can have an ally in the house. What do I need to do? What?
It's very simple.
What?
You need to kill his friends.
Kill them. Not that I'm saying no to this, but have you met these people? The large woman is not exactly
These people,
killable by no means. I mean, if you want me to lure them into a trap, that I can accommodate you there, but I'm not looking. I'm not liking my chances here. You gotta understand.
these people are very much a thorn in my side. You find yourself in the position to be the guest of my allies. My allies are very powerful. All you would have to do would be to let them know where they are, what their plans are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that I can definitely accommodate you with. Yeah. Sure.
And they could take it from there.
Yeah. I'm probably fine with that.
Think on this, George. Think hard.
Yeah.
And he fades away, and you find yourself back in your cell.
Oh. I then got rolled into a dream again. John. Every time. Man. I'm drinking too much like I'm drinking with Richard Burton. He was, though. Of course, I'm not drinking. Of course, he's Richard Burton. Anyone around here, though?
Well, we'll give you a little bit of a pause to think about that, and we'll go back to the rest of everybody else. So,
I didn't hear anything. My parents weren't fighting.
let's go to Inspector Barrington, who is, as you arrive at Scotland Yard at the station, just leaving for the night or for the day to get back to his family and get a little bit of rest.
Just the man I was looking to see.
Yes, it was
Miss Jackson.
Linda. Oh, Miss Jackson, correct. We have a mutual friend, don't we?
Indeed.
Yes.
It's that
And
mutual friend that brings me to you right now.
and what does your mutual friend have to say? You could tell it was quite the performance last night. It was everything I can do to keep them focused on the interior without looking at you people.
Yeah, he's got a habit of doing things like that. Not quite right in the head, but this is a bit beyond him. Is there somewhere private we could speak?
Oh, of course, sure. He takes you into an interrogation.
I'll make this to the point. A friend of ours, I use the term loosely, but he went to the Blue Pyramid. He never came back last night.
Are you certain of this?
Very certain.
Okay.
I believe he might be in danger.
Oh. From the same people?
Most likely.
Yes.
That's grievous indeed.
His
Well.
associate wasn't exactly completely aware of our present situation, as his brother was the one that was traveling with us, but nonetheless, it is still a bit of a concern considering how other people tend to show up missing here.
That's true. Well, I can tell you this, that the Blue Pyramid is owned by Tufik Al Said, who also owns a tea shop. He's irreproachable. He's untouchable. He's very big in that community. There are rumors, of course, that he runs a number of rackets out of there, but nothing that we can prove.
And proof is usually the problem. And I don't know all the details that our mutual friend does, per se. But I do know that our mutual friend is currently assessing the situation at the Blue Pyramid.
Mm.
So I thought it'd be best to come to you and, if necessary, see if we can get some help with that.
Well, I do owe you for helping me with the whole Gavigan thing. Once we get him, that'll be a great collar. It's only a matter of time for that. I'm planning on raiding his estate up north. But yeah, sure. What do you need from me?
Out of character, that's a good question.
We just wanted to report him as potentially missing.
Okay, that's done.
Didn't we want people to show up at night? Well, I'm not there, so whatever.
weren't quite sure what they're planning right now. As far as I'm aware, they're just looking to see if anything's out of the ordinary there.
Well, if Saeed owns the Blue Pyramid,
Did you tell me that Saeed and Gavigan?
yeah, that's what we discussed at over beer before
All
the
right,
race.
I'm just making sure. So I give him that information that Gavigan and Saeed are kind of in cahoots.
Yeah, but we also need to know about Saeed's hangouts and whatnot.
Well,
You say that, and you're like, I got plans with that.
He's always got plans. They just usually never end well. Is there
Only when there's a
anything
fire escape involved.
or a fist fight?
I'm still walking. Those ended well.
Or zombies? Or
Why do
walking
you
mummies?
think? Why do you think I brought the fucking action twins with me?
Alright,
So-
anyway.
what are you asking? What are you telling him he needs?
I tell him about Gavigan and Saeed.
Okay. That definitely is interesting. Well, we can maybe lean a little on Saeed to see if he knows where Gavigan is, if they are known associates.
Yeah, that might buy us some time to do a little bit of snooping ourselves. If nothing else, do you know anything else about El Saeed other than he's the big shot around that area?
Well, not really. He hasn't really come into contact with the police very much. Nothing. Of course, we have our suspicions, but there's nothing that's ever we've been able to prove.
And what's your suspicions? I mean, we ain't the police, so.
Well, our suspicions are that he's been running rackets out of his nightclub.
Well,
Sort of like your Al Capone.
yeah. Do understand that part of it. Well, let's see. Can I get in contact with you should anything else arise?
Well, sure, let me give you the signal watch.
If we can get you evidence of racketeering, or do you already have evidence of this?
No, they don't have any. That's why they haven't done anything
Yeah.
yet.
We don't have
That's
that.
why I was like,
As far as
the
the Crown is concerned, he is a legitimate businessman, a very successful one.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for you, we're not of the Crown or policemen. So, yeah, I'll try to get back in contact with you as soon as I know what my associates find out.
Sure. You can reach me at blah 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 blah.
Okay.
We'll go into a phone booth and
At the signal launch.
We'll send up smoke flare. We'll send up a signal flare.
get the signal.
Hit the signal. Is that a candy cane in the sky? That's pretty much my purpose, was to tip him off so we could get help if needed.
Okay. So next we go to the Candyman and Friends because he can. He mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Well, I'm trying. So have we arrived at the Blue Pyramid yet?
You have arrived at the Blue Pyramid.
All right, then we're gonna slip around back,
To the back.
and I'm gonna look around, tire tracks, scuff marks, anything to signs of someone being dragged, a scuffle, anything like that.
On
What
the
do you see?
on the exterior, it does not seem like there's anything out of the ordinary. You do note that it being so early in the day, there is nobody inside. It is a nightclub.
Right.
This is the part where we sneak in.
Yeah, I know. Well, I suppose I'm assuming the back door is locked.
Back door is locked.
All right. I guess I'll try a lock pick to see if we can get into the door.
What's your lockpick skill?
Much less than Walter's.
More than mine.
I have a backup plan if this doesn't work.
You have to use a coat around your fist so you don't get glass shards in your arm.
But it has a window? I figured it was just like a steel door.
No. I mean for your backup plan.
We'll see.
All right. Well, go pick that lock.
Now I failed.
How? Okay.
I wish Walter was here. God damn it.
Where's Walter anyway?
You didn't see him in the morning.
Hey,
Walter's soul searching after a night of
passion. Hey, Rowan,
Yes.
that fancy pig sticker of yours, how strong is it?
Well, it's strong. It is the type of steel it is.
You think you could break open this door with it?
I think I could chop that door down without much difficulty.
It's not steel. It's a wooden door.
No, my sword is made out of whatever steel it's made out of.
Yes.
I say the name, I don't say that.
Rowan, what's your strength?
My strength is 11.
River, what's your strength?
Oh gosh. 16.
Somebody give me an idea roll.
I'd say.
It doesn't matter who break it down, as long as somebody break it down.
She can have the idea roll and I can shut it down. I'm going to swing at this door.
And I make my idea roll.
River, you realize that the two of you, acting in tandem, would probably have a better chance busting in that door than just the one of you.
Come on, Blondie. Let's go.
All right, I go when you go.
Okay, so you are combined strength of what? 16 and 11?
27.
27. So the door is a 30. So that is a difference of 3. So somebody give me a roll, and you can give me 64 or less. Get you in.
Okay.
You got it, big lady.
Frick. 89.
We're going to give it another heave, obviously.
They should change the name of this to Doors of Nyarlathotep.
The doors of madness.
All right, Blondie.
Okay.
You're up.
Hold on. You get it once. Now, who has the lowest luck of the three of you?
Mine is 75.
80.
Mine's 50, so apparently it's me.
Give me a luck roll, Rodney.
You've been using your luck a lot.
Oh, his luck was that low when we started.
55.
And he's a gambler.
Poor man.
Okay. Well, as you are trying to bash down this door, you see several passers-by looking at you oddly.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna give him the stink eye and say they didn't pay me for my work last night.
I give you a look like, okay, lady, calm the fuck down. Wow.
Don't make eye contact with the Americans, dear. Right.
Wow, those Yanks sure are high-strung.
Is there a window I can just climb in?
There are windows.
Okay, can I try and climb into one?
You can, but they're barred because, you know, they're in the city.
Are
It's a
all of them barred?
nightclub. The ground floor ones are.
Well, can I get to the second floor ones?
I don't know. What's your climb?
I think like 60 or something. My climb is 60.
Okay.
Out of character, why is it that the windows are more solid than the door?
Well, the windows are barred because they don't want anybody breaking in. And the
What
door
door?
is pretty freaking solid. You guys
Hey,
didn't make
you're
it in.
struggling with the door. So
Okay,
Yeah.
true. All right, carry on.
the doors are like 26
The
and
door is causing a lot of
Door
problems.
in the first session took us 3 rounds to break through.
It took longer than 3 rounds. It took like 6.
Don't go dissing my doors.
Well, that's my point. The doors in this
witchcraft
game were the
fun.
most stout enemies yet.
Well, I'm gonna see if climbing 2 stories is the most stout enemy yet.
All right, well, give me a climb roll.
Alrighty. Green first. 24.
Okay, you make it. You are hanging underneath a second-story window, like in a video game.
Okay.
It's a virgin.
We're
What do
playing
you?
Tomb Raider. Well, then I take my knife and I promptly bash the window next to me, the one a kitty corner to my head.
Smash.
Smash. And I listen. Do I hear anyone yell?
Give me a listen.
86. I do not hear it.
You don't hear anything except for
All
this,
right.
over the smashing of the window.
I make sure there's not a lot of glass shards, and then I climb through.
Okay, you are inside. You are in a lounge-like room.
All right. I exit the room. All right. Well, I open the door and peek into the hallway. Hopefully, it's a hallway.
It is a hallway.
Do I see the stairwell?
There are stairs at one end.
Anything else important in this hallway that are?
Couple of doors. Couple of doors marked employees only.
Okay. I go down the stairs and look for the back door.
Okay. You find the back door. It's a simple deadbolt and a.
Well, can I just try and unlock it?
Okay. Here's the thing, Roran. You
Don't know how to operate these things.
don't know how to operate a
Deadbolt.
deadbolt.
Okay, then if I get frustrated, I'm just gonna hit it with my sword,
Okay.
like the butt ends. But I'm not gonna do that first. I'm gonna see if I can outwit it.
Roll.
Roran versus door.
I did play a
Round
lot with
3,
puzzles as a
fight.
kid. My parents had this.
Let's see. No, your luck's too freaking high.
Yeah, it's like
How about intelligence?
80.
His
My
intelligence.
intelligence is too fucking high.
Well, no, but I can give you just a straight up intelligence roll because you have
No idea. Just another
No,
plane.
you have
Yeah.
no reference point. So
All right.
you can give me. You know what? You've seen doors before, so you can give me a intelligence times 2.
Okay. I rolled a 88.
I have no idea what is
All
going on.
right. So when I pull the door, I feel where the resistance is, and I
Yeah.
try and hit that with the butt of my sword as hard as I can.
And thus, Ron was stuck in that blue pyramid for the rest of his life. Because he
And-
broke the lock.
Haven't you ever seen a door before?
Okay, you guys hear him. You hear a bang on the door.
What the hell?
You don't have
Is
deadlocks?
that you, boy?
Hey,
I can't open it, is what I say.
You don't have deadbolts where he's from? I guess
No.
not.
Nobody
No.
locks their doors.
They don't.
so there are no dungeons or anything?
Well,
It's
there
not
are,
a-
but
It's not a Gygaxian world, really. He basically lives. He lived most of his life on a peaceful plain, surrounded by his relatives, contemplating the universe and composing songs. What do they need to lock their doors for?
that's why I have 84 in balance.
You lived in Canada.
I'm a super Canuck.
Sorry, he's Geddy Lee.
What does it look like?
It's metal.
You turn it.
It has two shapes. They're both rectangles. And some sort of knob. I turn the knob, but I can't open the door.
Is there a small metal bar going across part of the door?
Yes.
I can't believe we're doing this, River.
Okay.
But I've hit it and it doesn't go away.
What is there a way to move that bar like a handle or something on it?
There is another bar sticking out of the bar. I pulled it and it doesn't come off the door.
They don't have levers. And
I pulled
Lift,
it. And it
lift the smaller bar
Lift
up.
it.
The long bar should rotate. Then pull it toward the center of the door.
can I roll for that?
you
Or
can
can I
just
just
do that.
All right, I do that. I pull it to the center. It Done.
Let's not have another 3 rounds, please.
Done.
The door
What am I
opens.
supposed to-
Congratulations, boy! You just broke into your first building.
You can check off your door opening skill.
I think I could do that one next time. I shouldn't have to roll for it next time. I'm pretty smart.
He's actually smarter than all of you. He just has no experience in anything.
What's his
This
intellect?
is all completely new.
What is his intellect?
21?
I think it's 20.
Wow.
21.
Wow,
He's a
dude.
smart guy. You can give me, like, if you want to give me, like, a comic book one-liner, like a Thorism.
You're talking to a guy that doesn't know Thorisms. I don't know.
You got one waiting on
How
Steve.
about you give me an example and then I'll feed from that.
Not my character.
I know he's not
You've seen
your
him
character, but
He's all
Why
of
don't
you,
you
man. He's
give
all
me a
of you.
Thor-like reference and I'll make up my own.
Come, my
I'm good
friend,
at that.
let us repair into the dark dungeon of doom.
Fine.
And he refers to Spider-Man as Man of Spiders.
There you go.
Okay. I can describe people by their obvious traits. Yeah.
There you go. That is how medieval warriors work in these things.
Well,
If you've ever seen Teen Titans, Starfire would also be acceptable.
the door is open.
Come, friends, let us
So,
open
friends,
the
we have
door.
opened the door of destiny, and let us repair into the nefarious realms.
Den of evil.
Oh, much more than.
All right, if that's what he's saying, I'm just going to push
Schwarzenegger
past
countdown.
him and say, you've been hanging out with the Randolphs too much.
He has. Wasn't John showing him around? Like,
yeah, he was with John
Yeah,
the
he
whole
was.
time.
it was
Don,
like the
Don bought his
Are the
coat.
it was like that
Randolphs
scene
bad?
in Stripes where John Candy's teaching the kid how to play poker.
John was good. John was good to you. John was very good to you.
Okay, you're not here.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
We'll get back to George in a second.
No, this isn't George on. This is John.
Okay, well, John is
John is
drooling-
rambling.
He's a drooling idiot.
Medicine!
John is currently what's his name from Mouth of Madness.
Samuel.
He's the Irish priest for Father Ted who goes drink.
So is he covered in crucifixes?
He very well could be. It's John, of course he is.
So, are there any more
Going
stairs
on
that
and
go
on
down?
about the war.
He's going on about Potomacs with
Acrobatics.
Even better, he's been singing "Maryland, My Maryland" for the last day. Great.
Yeah.
Never stopping, never sleeping, just singing "Maryland, My Maryland," and then occasionally saying something about Jackson, and then going back to singing.
He's making friends fast.
For the sake of everyone else in that asylum, I hope his family is paying for a private room in a private ward somewhere where.
Don't let me to spend that kind of money. No.
Let's see how deep this blue
George
pyramid
won't
actually
pay that
goes.
kind of money. I doubt his father would either. And
No.
Eric is paying me money because he's gone.
All right, so let's go deeper into the blue pyramid.
Okay, the back door.
Go find the burial chamber.
Yeah, that's a nightclub. Not real pyramid.
Clearly, you haven't been to the same nightclubs I've been to.
I hear they ship people out in the middle of the night, dude. There's definitely a burial chamber.
All right, so you're in the back door of the blue pyramid. It is the service entrance that leads into the kitchen area. So you are in an industrial-style kitchen. Gas stove, cutting areas, food preparation areas, pantry.
Any signs that indicate where the office be?
The office would be
Yes.
not in the kitchen.
All right. Where are the exits to the kitchen?
There is the exit to the kitchen. There is the way you came in,
Go.
and then there is the way the waiters go out.
I saw rooms for important people upstairs.
Show me the way.
I go upstairs to the doors you told me were marked employee only.
Okay.
I follow.
I hope this door ain't locked.
For brevity's sake, it is not.
Okay.
Thank you, Keeper.
Just call me Steve.
Steve Sotoff.
Yeah, no.
So, what's inside the important people's room?
The important people's room has a desk, a number calculating device, adding machine. That's what they call it.
Okay. All right, I guess I'll rifle through the desk.
I look away.
I'll help.
Knowing full well what he's doing, I look away.
I'll help search the room.
Okay. Really, it's just papers pertaining to the business.
So, okay. We'll look for anything that might be hidden. Wall safe or little cubby hole in the floor or something like that.
No, it's just a regular old office.
This is not Saeed's office, is it?
Well, it's the office for the Blue Pyramid's offices.
Yeah, Saeed's office is going to be in the burial
Well, of
chamber.
course he would not keep anything in the nightclub. He runs his business out of the tea shop.
How do we put the window back?
We don't.
Let's leave before I decide to burn this place down too.
Okay. So as you go,
There's got to be a deeper level.
as you go back downstairs, You guys notice that it looks like a typical nightclub. It's got, and Julian, you've been there before.
Yeah.
Where you haven't been before were the back rooms.
Right. So we'll go check the back rooms.
Okay.
And you can change scenes real quick because I have to hit the restroom again.
Okay, go hit the can, and we are with George in his cell.
Ah, yes. My heart is like a singing bird whose nest is in a rubbish heap, etc., etc. I'll sit here and boredom in this
As George, as you come more and more to consciousness, you realize that you aren't the only one there. In the dim light, you can make out a series of cells.
You are what? Any of you are so everyone else in this room is in a cage.
There are about 8 cells. Pardon me. On your side of the dungeon, and then another 4 on the other. Almost all of them are full with people in various states of despair.
Londoners. Where are these people from? Where are these people from?
What, I'm sorry, what was that?
Where are these people from? What are they? Londoners, what?
You're just asking in general, where are you from?
Yeah, where they look like they're from.
The majority of them look like they're Middle Eastern.
Okay, now we can go. All right, gentlemen, any idea where we are and why we're here?
We are in the pit of despair. Don't you know what's going to happen to us? We are slated for doom.
Doom.
You don't get many white people down here, though. You must have done something really, really bad to piss them off this much.
I have no idea why I'm here. I was just in a nightclub, had myself a good old time, good look, and doing what you do in a nightclub, and all of a sudden I wake up here in this cage. You understand?
Yeah, well, I didn't pay my debt in time, and here I am. We all have sob stories. We all have our weaknesses, and now we pay for them.
Debt, eh?
No one ever comes back from here.
No one comes back, eh? Okay, so who do you not pay your debt to?
Doesn't matter. Al Saeed, that jackal.
Saeed. Do I know his... Let's see, these are all Egyptian-looking gentlemen?
I'm sorry?
These are all Egyptian-looking gentlemen?
Yes.
What I know is any of his family back home. Does that sound like a name I might have run across in many connections?
Al Saeed?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Fix things up. Is there like a guard around here or something?
So far, the only people you've seen are the ones in the cells.
Well,
Your buddy He says, twice a day they come to give us bread and water. They're keeping us alive just so they can kill us later. Some horrible way.
Oh.
Rumor has it that Saeed has forsaken everything. Everything for his own power.
Power, eh?
He's not the man to cross.
Power. Not crossing, eh? What's he done that's so horrible besides, of course, the taking extrajudicious measures with his debt collection?
You don't understand. You don't understand. He's going to kill us for just the reason that he can. He has forsaken Allah. He has forsaken everything.
So he's gone.
And you, when you are sacrificed to his gods, your soul does not go to heaven.
What? Well, you're sacrificing myself to Horus? ISIS? What? Going back to the old.
There are things deeper than that.
Oh. Okay.
Things older than Horus and ISIS. Things that should not even be uttered on men's lips. Ancient things. No, my friend, I'm afraid it is the end for us.
Well, it once said it was the end of the British Empire, but several American boys came over and put that to rights. Maybe some old American ingenuity can fix this again.
Okay, at that point, the door in the end of the cells opens, and a man comes in carrying a tray and a bucket. He proceeds to throw bread and water into each of the cells, and he passes yours, and he looks at you, and he says, "Ha ha ha, the American, huh?
Yeah.
They have plans for you."
What sort of plans are these bees?
Well, we've been told that you may be of assistance to us.
Assistance. What's the possibility of that?
We've been told that you've been blessed with a conversation with the Pharaoh himself.
Lesson. Conversation. This is sound familiar. What's this Pharaoh look like? Yeah, that I might have conversated with.
He looks like a giant ebony pharaoh.
That's a sound familiar. I'll tell you what. Why don't we, have ourselves a little parley with old Mr. Al Saeed, and we can perhaps come to an understanding there, son.
Al Saeed is not present.
Well, there's a chance then. Someone who can make the important life decisions, because it's time to negotiate, because I'm a man who knows how to negotiate. I've handled some deals before.
Are you a man who knows how to be quiet? Come with me.
Works like a charm. There we go.
He takes you into a room. He sits you down. There's nothing in the room. He sits you down, and he leaves. And you hear the lock click. And we're going to go to Lucy and Jamal while that is going on.
Make the deal. Part of the deal.
Is there anything else we have for him?
You guys you've left Gavigan, or not Gavigan, sorry, Varian.
Or are they the same person?
No, that's a slip of the
Dun,
tongue.
dun, dun.
Okay.
You left Scotland Yard armed with the knowledge that Barrington is willing to lend you aid should you need it.
Okay.
Just the whole goal.
Where are we supposed to meet up with them once we've done this?
They weren't exactly specific about that. I assume the hotel, but they do have this way of getting themselves in trouble.
Let's go have it. Well, aren't they going to go to the Blue Pyramid?
They did. Don't tell me you want to go too.
Well, I'm just wondering if we should meet up with them, or if we should just have a nice spot of lunch beforehand. Yes.
You know, lunch sounds lovely.
Okay, well, you guys go and get lunch, because that's exciting. I'm going to go over back to the Blue Pyramid, where Julian, River, and Rorn are looking at the back rooms.
Yes.
The back party room is
VIP room.
It's the VIP room. There is some old champagne lying around, a cup of tea. Can you give me a spot hidden roll, please?
1.
39. I don't make it.
I do make mine.
Rodney made it for everything. So, Rodney, Julian notices that the tea, there's a slight odor coming from the tea. It is a smell that you are familiar with in your travels. It is basically a drug. It's a severe depressant.
Yes. There was a group of pirates that used it in Macau to help kidnap people into serving aboard their ships.
Perfect.
Supplied by the League of Assassins.
Whoa. We don't want to infringe on anybody's
AKA the
copyright
American
there.
government.
AKA DC will sue us.
Yeah, we don't want to infringe.
Can't we have a League of Assassins somewhere? Just a nameless
to
league?
change the accent to acids.
Yeah. I think that might be taken by the porn industry, though. That was
Yeah, well, come on.
Al Saeed works for Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, God. I can hear the lawyers scramble now.
This isn't making it into the comic book. River, you notice that there's an article of clothing on the floor, and it looks like a familiar tie.
I pick it up. I give it a smell.
It smells like a Randolph.
And his semen.
Yep, here it is.
Oh,
He was here.
Did you get the set, River? Can you find him?
Thoroughbred. Fine. Grab that previous winner.
I smell the blood of a Randolph.
Sweetie, this smelling stuff only works for certain items. I know you wanted to embark on your vigilante career.
Yes. Yep, he was definitely here.
There
And I
must
look
be
at the-
sex in the champagne room.
And I look at the tea and I say, oh, wow. He really didn't drink.
He might want to think of starting after drinking this shit. What did Roran find?
Roran
He
found a rock. Roran found a rock.
I thought Roran made his spot roll.
No, we didn't.
No.
No, he didn't.
He's noticed that his sword is getting a little dull.
I might need to sharpen it later.
I have ketchup on my tie.
So yeah, it seems like George was here.
So is there a basement to this place?
He got drugged. So they definitely know about us, and they're after us.
Yeah, they know about him.
Yeah, but I guarantee you he will try and talk or something. They know about us. And
Of course he'll talk. That's what Randolphs do.
Yeah. That's what his brother did. He talked himself to death.
Well, he talked himself to crazy.
Yeah, and then
You almost talked him to death, from what I hear. Well,
so is
there a lower level to this place?
Do you think there's a tunnel out of here to wherever they take the people? I mean, I doubt they carry people through the street.
well, they would have used the back door, but I don't see any signs of being dragged or anything like that. You could check and see if this place has a basement.
You check this
Of
room.
course, in New York.
Yeah, let's see if it has a basement. I know we tried to go the deepest possible when we got kitchen before.
Okay, you guys can make spot hidden rolls.
Oh, one!
Me too. Barely make it.
You do find a basement.
Cool.
There's a door that opens to steps leading down.
More of the jagged hills.
What up?
We found us a basement. Come on, sweet
Go
cheeks.
down
Let's see where this
the
goes.
jagged hills. Are they loud or quiet, jagged hills?
What are you talking about, Blondie? Go on.
Well,
Come on, let's go.
You have seen steps before.
Fine.
They have steps where you're from.
Click.
You go down into the basement slowly. I'm assuming the click was a
Flashlight.
Electric torch. Let's immerse. The pale beam of the electric torch lies across the hot water heater and the boiler. It is a very small basement, and it is.
This is an awfully
full of
small
plumbing.
basement for a building this size.
It's full of plumbing.
Well, they're not taking people out here, are they?
Is there any other way out?
There's a coal chute.
A coal chute. I will check out the coal chute.
How is this place heated?
It's a coal chute. Oh, but you wouldn't know that because,
Yeah.
medieval.
Yeah, is it fire? Alright, fine. It's obviously.
I look at Julian and say, how the fuck am I supposed to explain this?
Yeah, alright. Deal with it.
Human beings dig into the earth and they pull out this black rock that catches fire and they use it to heat their homes.
Deal. I think that works. Fire works.
Okay.
It looks like that the
Don't touch it though; it gets everywhere.
the cellar part, the basement, is just housing the heating and water equipment. There are very narrow crawl spaces that fill up the rest of the area.
Okay. But nothing of interest.
No.
Nothing here.
Well, this be a bust.
You don't smell John or George.
All right, I'm going to turn on my candy tracer and look for molecules of that sedative in the air. SE itself.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay. I take a small piece of coal, put it in my pocket.
All right.
If
So-
you ask nicely, River might be able to crush that into a diamond for you.
I probably could. All right,
All right,
sweeties.
I guess
T-Trump?
this whole event has been the GM's way of telling us that we are barking up the wrong tree. So,
That and George was definitely taken.
right. Well, you could have just had freaking scuff marks out in the alleyway.
Where's the fun in that?
Let's go back to the hotel and see if Lucy and the others come up with something.
He didn't put up a struggle.
No.
All right, George.
Robin Preston Cage. What's all hell when I raise?
The door opens. A man walks in. He is a white man.
Dun dun dun.
Give me a knowledge roll.
Knowledge. That would be that knowledgeable. Yes, I know that man.
Well, you've seen that man. You've seen a portrait of him. You saw a portrait of this man in the Penhew Foundation,
Ah,
above the desk of Edward Gavigan.
Mr. Gavigan, I presume. How are you this fine evening?
This is your Randolph, was it?
That is the family name. Yes, indeed. I am Joel Justin Randolph.
You and your friends are making life very difficult for me.
I see. Yeah, friends, yes.
I assume that you have gotten the offer from the Pharaoh?
Oh, yes, yes. A very fine offer indeed. A very fine offer. So, in exchange for an exchange of information, I, my brother, can leave this fair isle in the rightful, when my brother is in his rightful place in Congress. Sounds like a fine bargain indeed. That is a bargain that will be lived up to. Am I correct?
You have my word.
Mm-hmm. Well, what can I do for you then?
Well, you have been slated for sacrifice.
Yeah, that would make this bargain inconvenient if that continues.
I will need some replacements. People to take your place. I need to know where I can find these people. A John Bonham.
John Bonham. Can't say I know that name.
Of course you do. Your brother ran with him, and I believe you broke into my foundation last night with him.
Well, the only people I know who were responsible for that particular course of events was a large mountainous woman by the name of River. Quivering, fine mountains indeed of a woman. And then there was, of course, the Louis tasty little Houston Jackson. Indeed. Then, of course, there was the black gentleman doctor. Very, very fine man. some man from, I presume, Mississippi named Julian. Older man of slightly disagreeable character. Some odd-looking gent who didn't seem like they belonged around here. Those people with me in that during that particular action that may have occurred last night.
Where can I find these people?
Oh, well, my brother seems to love throwing around the family fortune on these copper bag and freeloaders. And I can find them at whatever that hotel was I was staying. I can't remember the name of the hotel, the one without a character, but I named that hotel. Yeah, they call the less around there.
Most excellent.
Yeah.
Most excellent.
Let's get to my brother, though. Getting him out of that insane asylum and back into proper Houston society by my side. Hayden and the family getting back to where it belongs.
Well, the first thing we have to do, Mr. Randolph, is make sure that your information is viable.
Yeah, of course.
So, you won't mind if we put you back in your cell
I'd rather
until
not.
we find out if your information pans out or not.
Are there some better accommodations you have around here? Well, man, I'm not cooperative, and
No,
more
I'm
like an
afraid
spirit.
it's back to your cell. Because if I find out that you've lied to me, we will have that sacrifice. My lord will be appeased. One way or another. He leaves the room. The heavy comes in, points a gun at you, grunts.
Yeah, of course. Life is but a walking shadow.
You Americans never shut up, do you? He puts you back in your cell. You're walking to the cell. Walking to the cell.
Yep.
He opens the door. Puts you in the cell. Closes the door. Clicks the lock. He leaves.
Yeah, I'm not voting for George Jefferson.
That was a frank and productive conversation.
You better hope we never find out what he did.
It's the old cotton tariff of 1923 all over again.
If he was real presidential material, he would have pulled a Harrison Ford, "Get off of my plane."
Actually, he's behaving much
he's behaving very much like a politician.
Yeah, he's looking at the whole GOP ticket right now, and it all boils down to West right here.
But he still better hope we never find out about this.
Yeah, we won't vote for him again.
I
Unless he
didn't
runs
vote for
enough
him in the first
commercials.
place.
Man, they mind tortured me. They mind tortured me with the brain worms. They put the power of the Lord.
Save your excuses for when we finally find you if you live.
The other prisoners are going to get really tired of you really fast.
Okay, now we are back at the hotel.
Well, I found his tie. Slam it down on the table.
Well, to be fair, you don't know that he's done this yet.
I know.
Oh wait, I guess we're eating there. At the restaurant.
Yeah, we were eating. They walked in, I guess.
They drugged him with a really powerful sedative.
Discovered from a League of
Someplace.
Assassins.
The
Assets.
hell is it with what is it with
Assets.
Randolph's and troubles?
Don't know.
We have to go get him.
But we don't know where he is, Warren.
That is the key problem. I did manage to speak to Officer Gavigan, but I'm not
Barrington.
quite sure. Barrington. My bad.
If you
I'm
spoke
working
to
off cold medicine here, right? I'm working off cold medicine here, man. Work with me.
You spoke to Gavigan?
Who's Gavigan again? Oh yeah, the dude's trying. Anyway, she spoke with Barrington.
What'd he say?
Well, he's probably gonna put a little bit of heat on Al Saeed since I told him that there's a bit of connection between Al Saeed and Gavigan. Other than that, they need some sort of evidence to be able to do something.
Well,
I say we check out that tea shop.
that would be a start.
Maybe you can see if you spot that, whatever it was that they used on Mr. Randolph.
Right, so they have our friend. If we
Right,
go
he's
to
not
this
trying to
tea
find.
shop,
I'm using that term very loosely, but yeah.
they have our group member. So do we go in calm and peaceful like, or do we go in
Oh,
aggressive?
that aside, we're thinking about this the wrong way. Wherever those trucks be coming from, there's got to be somewhere that they're bringing them from. So
Well,
there's got to be some sort of stockyard or something around here.
Well, if I recall, our little friend, Barbara, they pick up people out from the Blue Pyramid on the nights of the new moon. That's tomorrow night.
I got that much.
Well, we
But-
could always stake out the Blue Pyramid until the trucks come.
We could, but who's saying Blue Pyramid is where the truck's coming from? Think about this. Stockyard. There's got to be some sort of transport where there's just stock being moved. That's probably where they are. I doubt they keep them where they drug them.
Well, does
Could we
Happen to-
maybe ask Gavigan to set up some roadblocks?
Barrington.
Barrington.
Steve, do we know where the pickup point is, or is this actually a...
We don't know anything right now.
What you know is that people are missing in and around the area of the Blue Pyramid. On the new moon, trucks, a couple of trucks, not a convoy, a couple of trucks, leave the Blue Moon and head north.
It's a head north.
We
Out of the city.
Weren't there
Yes,
some bodies that
where
washed
they're
up
gonna be.
in the river?
There were
Well,
some
I have an
bodies.
idea, but I wasn't privy to that information, so I can't share.
Well, do we have a map that we could look up what's north of London?
But out of character, Barrington did say that Gavigan's estate is up north.
He sure did. I did tell you what he told me. Like I would forget, me personally, out of character. I will forget just because my brain's a little scattered right now. But I do tell you everything that he told me.
Well, if the trucks go north, my money would be that this Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh meets up on a posh estate owned by Mr. Gavigan.
Perfect place for a sacrifice. But we don't know about sacrifices yet, do we? Never mind.
I don't know what they dragging bodies around for, but I do know that Gavigan's is still a thorn in our side, and I'm pretty sure he's fairly pissed off at whatever we just did.
Dr. Savage,
Yes, sir.
in your knowledge of your father and his social circles, would you happen to know where the Gavigan estate is?
Would that be a no rule or?
You can give me a
Credit rating rule?
give me whichever one is higher.
You have a geography?
It'd also be in things like a social register. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would be common knowledge, so you can give me a credit rating roll.
Yeah.
45 or lower. 30.
Alrighty. Well, you remember that Gavigan has a country estate in Essex. It is in the midst of the marshes at the edge of the North Sea. If you're in London. It's about an hour and a half drive, and if you can make it up to Liverpool, you can get there in about an hour by train.
Well,
Drive.
Liverpool it is.
Yeah, me walking around with swords is not very pleasant on trains.
you need to invest in yourself a trench coat, boy.
Well,
Well, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
need to hang out with you more.
gear up. We're hunting assholes.
I'm pretty sure John bought him a trench coat.
John did.
Ever.
John Bob.
I'm pretty sure John bought him a trench coat, and if he didn't, Lucy will buy him one.
No, John did. John bought him a new set of clothes. He looks fine in them clothes.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got a little suit
Real
on.
fine.
this is the perfect point to pause this thing.
Okay.
So, before we go, think about what equipment you're going to take up north, how you guys are going to get there. That's not essential, but...
Well, I figure the local can take care of that.
And then start thinking about where you want to go next.
Cairo sounds like it's the next one.
We don't have to make any decisions right now.
Sure, got some
I'm just saying that we're approaching the end of London.
Okay.
Let's see if we can make it through.
Will we
So-
survive?
Speak for yourself.
The calm before the storm.
I came back in another plane.
So, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Next week, it will be Ozymandias Eclipse Phase, where we'll go hunting bugs. And 2 weeks after that, or a week after that, we will conclude London, knock on wood.
Yep.
This Saturday is Malak, right? We're doing
Yes. Or Malak, maybe?
Malak. We'll figure out how to pronounce it too. Independent comic
From
out of Lebanon. Well, I mean, she's British. Well, she's living in England, but she's Lebanese.
Lebanese by inclination.
By birth. I mean, she was born in Lebanon. Anyway, it is a webcomic. We'll be doing that. And then 2 weeks after that, I think we'll be taking a closer look at Batman Shrugged. So stay tuned. Good stuff coming up, everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Good night.